That's a big dog. That's a big dog. First day in Tennessee, and I just nastied him. First day in Tennessee. I got here, I drove, I woke up at 3 a.m. Got ready pretty quick, I was already packed up. And I shot up here. And the darn GPS map took me all kinds of really backwards ways. But I made it here by 8:30, and by 9 o'clock I'd struck one. I didn't settle on him. The first 15 minutes in Tennessee, call one up. And I never settled on that bird. It never saw the decoy. It skirted around, or just went around. It just never saw the decoy. It didn't skirt the decoy. You know, I never settled good. I thought I was settled on him, but hell, I shoot too good to be missing turkeys at 17 steps. But I just did. I think I knocked a few feathers out of him. Way back, probably where the tips of his wings are. When they're hanging down a little bit, he was kind of half in a strut. But there's a hen with him. I called him away from a hen. Gobbled one time, and then he gobbled once again right close to let me know he was coming. Otherwise, I'd probably got out of my blind, spooked him. It took a while before he come in. But anyway, I flubbed a dub on that. Alright, I done struck another bird in Tennessee. You know, he's gobbling good. Up in the middle of the day. I just got set up on him. Got my Cherokee spots. Strutter out there, and it's moving pretty good. You know, got the HS hen laying down. He's pretty fired up. I think he's close since I set up on him. But I don't see him yet. That's a big dog. That's a big dog. First day in Tennessee, and I just nastied him. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, that's a big one. He is so much bigger than that one I missed earlier. I just plumb. Oh, his head's laying down. That just nasty wore him out. First day in Tennessee, and by 9 o'clock I'd struck one. And called him right up pretty quick. God, that's a big gobbler. Man. And I just plumb missed him. Kind of glad I did. I cut two little feathers right off the tip of not the primary wing feathers, but the ones that dropped down on that other one. I didn't hurt that bird. I'll get to hunt him. And then I struck another one, and then another one started gobbling way down in here, which was this one, I believe. And anyway, I set up a second time and didn't call a turkey in, and made a big loop around this place I was wanting to go to, and I heard this one right here gobble. I didn't know whether it was one that I struck second or the one that was gobbling way off the distance while I was working that second one. But anyway, I cut in here on him, and I just wore him out. Just wore him out. That was a quick kill. Finally settled. Didn't really settle that great, but I settled good enough and made a good shot on him. Go out here and see what he is, because he is big. Oh, he's big. All right. I'm actually thinking this may be the closer bird that I struck second now, because I was sitting here taking pictures on my phone, and another bird gobbles right in that direction right there. So I think that was the more distant bird, and this was the closer one. And right there's the setup. I had the lay down hand, Cherokee Sports decoy, and he was moving pretty good like that. He had a little breeze, and he was working pretty good, and the gobbler kind of dropped down low. I thought he was going to come in up high, and he dropped down low, and he came right up. He came up perfect. I was nervous. I just got done missing that one earlier, and I was nervous. And I settled good enough. I settled good enough, but I really not settling. Well, I suppose you can see it's been an awesome morning this morning. Tell you a little bit about how this hunt went down. I actually parked back in this direction over here. Started working my way down a little trail, and I struck this turkey. I made an initial setup, but I was kind of calling him back to a place I don't think he really wanted to go. And I kept hearing him gobble, and he kind of worked his way off down the hill. I heard another turkey off in the distance. So I made a big loop around, was actually intending to go to that other turkey off in the distance, but I think this one is the one that, you know, kind of got disoriented to which turkey I was hearing when I went around. I wouldn't hear but one of them. And worked my way back in and set up on this guy, and he's gobbling right out here in front of me. Oh, I wasn't too aggressive. I got pretty close, but I knew I was far enough I wasn't going to spook him. Set up my blind, set up a Cherokee Sports decoy, lay down hand behind me here, laid her down, and I got the call and he got the closing pretty quick. And but the approach, I'll tell you a little bit about the approach on this hunt. When I was coming, I was reading the land how it was, and I knew I couldn't get up too high because it's thick up there. I'll have to show you. It's just too thick up high. There was one little lane of woods right through here, and I was able to kind of pick it out on my way in and shift down and get in this lane that led right to the turkey. He had to come around a little bit of thick, come in below me, come back up the hill to re-hit this open. But you know, if I mean, it's plenty open enough for a turkey, and I'll just have to show you here. It's plenty open enough for a turkey to walk. But the problem is it ain't as open as it is right here. And I've had trouble finding a spot that I could have got an arrow to the turkey. And the way this turkey worked, he actually worked from in there. And he come down here, some pretty woods right below me here. And you know, in hindsight, maybe I would have been better off being down there, but usually turkeys try to get up above you. But anyway, as I was coming in, you could see I hit this lane back here. I started hitting pretty woods back here. Everywhere else was thick. So I chose to set up right here. Had one little blowdown right there that was a little bit problematic, I thought. But I said, well, I actually thought the turkey was going to come in up here and see the decoy and drop down, because it was moving the whole time. I really didn't inflate that fan quite as good as it needed to be. But it was shifting around in a little breeze we got, and it did well. It ended up being a perfect setup and a great hunt. And I'm fixing to pack this guy out and get out of here. I hope I hadn't got too bad of a walk. I'm gonna kind of help determine which bird I was working when I go up the hill. If it's a long ways to that little trail, it may actually be 3 birds in here.